Good. Has it started? Has it started? I hope it started. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lazy Mini Painting. I'm Wes, the very, very strange person who sits here in front of the camera. Enough of that. Anyway, we've got Corn Berserkers to build tonight, but before we do that, I need to come and join the portrait mode. And it's not sent me the email to join the bloody portrait mode. How good is that? I've got the kitty cat behind me going meow 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 because she wants to come and sit on my knee, and I'm sat too high up, so she can't come sit on my knee, and she's not happy about it. Right, we click on that first of all, and then we go find the YouTube bit, and then see. Now we can go back on and do the other bit. Good evening, Graham, and good evening, Lee. And hopefully I can come and join and see if anyone's. Also, we have Northern in the portrait mode. Good evening, mate. Good evening. See, this is why I have to put portrait mode on before it catches up with the green box thing. Once it's caught up with the green box thing, I can remove everything. So tonight we've got these. Look, Corn Berserkers. I've already done 10 because, let's face it, watching me do 2 boxes of the same thing is just boring. We watch paint dry pretty much every week, I know, but that's something different. This time we're building up the rest of the Corn Berserkers. Now, just to get the box to show you that I have actually built the rest. See, all little grey ones. All the rest of the Corn Berserkers have been good. It gets nasty when I talk loud. Oh dear. Oh dear. Does that just mean I don't? That just means I don't have to raise my voice as much, don't I? Because it's right there. Right there. So I just don't have to raise my voice as much. That's all that means. Cheers for the shout out on that, Graham. Because now I actually know. Oh, that'll be the reason why. Yeah, let's drop you down quite a lot. Let's drop you down to like there. Yeah, that should be better. Holy crap, that was like really, really loud. I'm surprised anyone's speakers are still working. Oh dear God. Oh wow. That was just nuts. Like an F1 commentator. Alright, so shall we get these out now, shall we? We shall. The camera. To its better spot. Yeah, I'll fix it. But yeah, I've just turned the thing down to, instead of having it at 0 decibels, it's now at minus 19.6. At one point, minus 4 used to do it well. Okay, so nothing left in there. Box is empty. Box is empty. And with that showing now that Graham's comments are coming through on the green box, I think that means I can actually close that little thing and then it's just the little green box. We have lots of transfers for the World Eaters and various other corn things, so I might put some of these on Angry Ron. That means you've got to dig him out of the box again. We have the destructions, which last time when I put them together on my own, it confused me. But now I've done it, it's not as bad. I've got an idea. So basically, I can use any of the heads, and I can use any of the backpacks near enough. And then I get a load of World Eatery ones, and then I get a few corn ones and a few other ones. So everybody gets a World Eatery one, and then some get the little one like this, and then some get the weird flatty one like this. And there will be somebody else who does not get a number 2 as a backpack. So these all get number 2s. 9 of them will get these, which is number 2. See? Ooh, you're editing a video, Graham. Good luck, mate. Good luck, because I hate doing that. Let's be honest. I've still not got round to actually putting other people's names on the end credits thingy. I mean, there are a few names on there already of people who turn up regularly, But there are other names on there that I need to get on now. Like Evelyn and a few others that do pop in every now and again, but are more frequent than not. So let's start anyway. Let's start. I've got my glue. I'm probably going to need my glue unclogger, also known as a lighter. And we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we get to choose plasma pistol or not. Which we do. We choose plasma pistol on this one. So we need to get the right way around so we can read the numbers. And then these are all high numbers, 60s and 100s. So it's not that one yet. The game. What am I making tonight? I am making a box of World Eater Berserkers. Can't have enough World Eater Berserkers in a World Eater army. This is the... So this will be my third set of 10. So it'll be 30 World Eaters. And then I've got my proxy 8-pound as well, which have already been done. I've just got to find the right sprue now with number 1 on it first. There we go. There we go. 1. Got 2, 3, 4. And what's 5 is... 5 is the little thingy. Yes, Jamie. Jamie, this is Warhammer 40,000. More specifically, this is the... We're going to beat everything in the head with extremely brutal chain weapons. And I don't mean things like flails. I mean, like, take a chainsaw, and give it an axe handle. Or make it into a sword. That type of... So yeah, it's all World Eaters Berserkers tonight. 10-man squad. And then next week on Wednesday I can go on to start painting the last 20 men that I've got for the World Eaters army, until I pick up the other little bits that I need to finish off the 2,000 points, because I've not actually completed the army, and because I've now stopped getting the Combat Patrol magazine because they're bloody useless and it never comes through. I have to wait now. I have to wait, which I'm not happy about, but hey ho, I have to sometimes. The good thing is, because I'm not spending money every week on Combat Patrol, the money that I'm saving on it does mean I can get more direct units that I would want, rather than just what would come in the magazine. Don't get me wrong, what was coming in the magazine was fine. You know, would have ended up with Lord Invocatus. I would have ended up with some Jackals or Corn Guardsmen, just humans, which, let's face it, I'm not overly bothered about them. And the Slaughterbound has made up for it that I got for a Secret Santa present last year, so that's kind of made up for them. And he gets to leave my proxy 8-pound now, which I got from Rogue's Den Hobbies as the 3 werebears. So I turned them into 8-pound. Just through colour. Just painted them as 8-pound. Wasn't really much to do regarding converting. They come with melee weapons and just don't put the guns on, really. That's how that works. Alright, so we glue 1 and 2 together. With a little bit of glue. And a little bit of pressure and a little bit of luck, and it all goes together, and we're working. And then it says put 4 on next, which is this leg here, with his crotch cloth on, or his dick drop, or his whatever you want to call it. His cock chains, crotch cloth. The bit that goes round his nether regions so he don't get shot in that bit. Going to use your... I don't even know what that word means, Graham. Oh, am I going to use your scheme from your Space Bears video? I should, but Yeah, where is one? There's one. But I've already got my scheme. See? I've already got my World Eaters painted it up. Well, some of them anyway. They're the Legionaries that I turned into World Eaters. Because obviously the actual World Eaters come with the World Eatery head rather than the not World Eatery head. But he's still got a chainsword and he's still got a pistol, so he still works. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Being properly prepared for stuff really does help when you're editing. Which is why you can tell I don't edit, because I'm never even prepared for my bloody live streams, never mind sitting down to edit a video. I know you'd all be shocked if I was actually here, prepared, ready. All my stuff, knowing what I'm doing. All out. You'd all be shocked. You wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Pardon me. I've not had anything tonight that I should be doing that, so I should be okay. Hopefully that's the last time it does that little noise. I hope. Right, so then we want 3, which is the other bent leg up here. Oh no, it's not, that's 18. It's the half a leg up here. That's number 3. That one there. Got it. Blood for the blood god. Skull for the skull throne. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull's throne. Very, very easy. Just, yeah, removing some extra little bits of burr and things. Good evening, Ollie. Good evening. I hope you're prepping yourself ready, because it's another early morning for you tomorrow. So don't worry, I already know it's going to be it's going to be a running visit, just a quick fly through. But thank you for the fly through. And then we get that leg on there. Number 4's not sticking. Number 4's not staying in place. No, number 3's not staying in place because I'm being impatient. What I should do is give them a chance to dry while I cut out the next 2 pieces, really, shouldn't I? Now, in this case, it says I can either give him a plasma pistol, which would be an 8, or a bolt pistol, which would be a 7, and it says I've got to give him a one-handed axe. It is Thursday tomorrow, Al, you're right. It's not Thursday today, despite the fact that I'm here. I know, it's confusing, isn't it? Right, he's got an axe there that says 6, which to me would make sense for 6 to go in the middle of 7 and 8. But apparently... Oh no, you can use 6. Right, you can use 6. So I'm going to use 6. Giant landscapes can see way more. You can see the mouse, and you can see instructions, and it's not that you can see more, it's just bigger. He's bigger and better, so to speak. So we chop off number 6. Yeah. Get it. Get it. Nip. Ah! Right. You haven't noticed I'm wearing a very, very grey thing at the moment. Well, black and white thing. One thing you don't want to be doing is dropping this stuff on this. You'll lose it rather quickly. It is the future. It is the future. Well, it's not actually. It's the past. It's the original. It's the original way of viewing the videos. Not through portrait mode, which came in through shots. So people skip through and then hold on for a second and then skip through to another one to keep that little bit of dopamine going as you're going through them little tiny videos. Or alternatively, you can take part. You can come join us, you can type, you can chat, you can talk with us and we'll talk back. Not just me. And then you can be on the big one as well. Makes it a lot easier for everyone to see, including me. I'm not gonna lie, it makes it easier for me to see. That's what it boils down to, really, in this little demonstration. I can't see the little one. How are you doing, Terry? Are you scrolling? Fair enough. You're scrolling through. No, as I said, on the portrait mode, that's generally what happens. Some people come in and stay for a little bit. Some people decide they're not gonna, which is perfectly fine. You can decide that if you want. No, he's telling me to pick head 130, which is the one that's on here, and he gets 2 round shoulder pads as opposed to a flat one. Anyone wishes to stay and chat, feel free. I mean, just because I'm doing World Eaters tonight does not mean that's the limit to what I do. As some people in chat may be quite willing to tell you my other project on at the moment, which I will be carrying on with tomorrow, painting the orcs or making the Gretchen var. I'm tempted to finish painting the orcs, but I want them to be bright and shiny, and you know, like proper, really stand out even for gaudy for orcs. So even though I've put yellow on, I'm tempted to put golds in there and some other colours just to make them stage worthy. Because pretty much any other Bad Moon will be wearing yellow. We can get on with that. Yeah, that's a good point. If you are scrolling through, please consider hitting that like button on the way through. It does help with the algorithms. And it tells YouTube that it's not a complete waste of time to send people in my direction. You may feel otherwise, but that's what it tells YouTube anyway. Right, so we need a corn shoulder pad and then a World Eater shoulder pad. And the World Eater shoulder pad goes on his left arm. So the corn shoulder pad goes on the right. And we go find a World Eater one, which goes on his left. And I've not put in number 5 yet, have I? I've not put on his belt thingies. I'm an idiot, yes I am. I forgot to do these things here. These things right here. The electric Project Lee is at the moment is scaring me off. It is scaring me off. Having done it last time, and now having to know what I've got to, because if you've done it once, you know what you got to do it again. So I've sat through it last time, and now because I know what I've got to sit through again to do this, it's daunting now. It is very daunting. So I'm not looking forward to doing it, so I'm kind of putting it off. I know I can't put it off for too long. I'm going to have to try it again. But it doesn't make for very good viewing for a start. So I'm not particularly happy about that. When it comes to doing it on camera, it does not make for particularly good viewing at all. and I need to concentrate a lot more while I'm doing that to I mean, I can concentrate while doing this and still talk, but I can't. Hot soldering iron using solder, it makes it hard to concentrate on that and what's going on the screen. Yeah, Terry, it may seem quite sane at the moment. You'll be here one day and something will happen or get said or just come out of my mouth and you'll be thinking, where did that come from? And so will I. And everybody else will be thinking, no, that's Lass has gone off on one again. And they're all thinking it's normal, and I'm thinking, what's happened? Mia's just decided to go moo. Head's not supposed to go moo. Head's supposed to have normal thoughts and be sane. Not be sat there singing chipmunks, which is what mine's currently doing at the moment. Don't know about anyone else's. We all live in an OT submarine. OT submarine. An OT submarine. We all live in an OT submarine. Now we're tackling in from under the water. Boom! In the land where I was grown was a squid as good as me, and he once came round about and face snapped. Good old Ding. Now he's only got one eye, and I just laugh at him. But the boss says we're all going, so in the submarine we're all getting. We're all going in an OT submarine, an OT submarine, an OT submarine. We're all going in an OT submarine, an OT submarine, an OT submarine. You set me off on that on purpose, didn't you, Narvin? You knew I was going to go into that if you said OT submarine. I don't like being manipulated that way. I resent that. Right, okay. My speckle card arrived to... Your what? Oh, your speckle card. No, you can't. Oh yeah, you can call it that. That's fine. You can put that in. I can't physically say it. Well, I can. But if anyone hears it and they go, oh, you can't say that, why not? I am one. And then we end up with that discussion and it doesn't end well. No worries, Alec. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you for calling in. See you tomorrow night. I'll try to get in on Nick's as well. For the next one, I think I've missed a couple of Nicks. I need to get back in and talk to Nick, and his arm falling off. Not Nick's arm, this guy's arm. Panic stations. It's coming to pieces, and not in a good way. Like Death Guard, that's fine. They can come to pieces. They're supposed to rot. But these guys, no. These need to be in one piece because he's supposed to hack and smash and slash. Not shooty. Don't do shooty. Do I build vehicles? I do build vehicles when I get them. I tend to run mostly infantry-based armies. Infantry on monster-based armies. And sometimes even when it's technically supposed to be a vehicle, if I find a proxy that's just as good, it ends up not being a vehicle. I'll show you what I mean with that one in a minute, because I've got a dreadnought that isn't a dreadnought. But it's bigger than a dreadnought, which in my opinion means that it's more valid to be used. Nick be on Sunday, hopefully. Okay, no problem. Sunday is Mother's Day over here in the UK. I do need to put Lazarus's arm back on now that I think about it. So while I look for snooper glue, Where's my snooper glue? Where's my snooper glue? Where's my... There it is. Right in front of me. I'm going to get my snooper glue because I need to put Lazarus's hand back on. So one of the last vehicles I got was my Dreadnought. And it's not exactly a Dreadnought. It's just a fucking big bear. But it proxies as a Brutalis. So that's what I'm using it as. And this is now all hooked. So it won't go in straight, I don't think. As long as it can bust open the glue. That's more than what I'm worried about. I need to bust open glue. Yeah, it's not letting the bed bugs bite. It's more, Ali, don't terrorise anyone on your way. Don't collect any more souls. Yes, that was a bad ginger joke. Aha, there we go. Glue. Because I do need to glue his arm back in. And then we've got the big Lazarus bear. Who is my Brutalis Dreadnought. So technically it's a vehicle, but obviously it is not a vehicle, it's a giant whopping bear. And the last vehicle what was the last vehicle I actually got? Oh, it was the Goliath Ridge Runner for the Gene Stealer cults. That was the last actual vehicle I've got. That should be down here somewhere. But yes, I do vehicles. I just don't buy them that often. Backpack. That's the bit I'm up to. I'm up to a backpack. Hello, KF1 Roblox. Hello. KF1 bit, not got a problem with. Roblox, worst game in history. Which is kind of harsh to say because it's just a copy of every other game in history. Except you've got to pay to win. Yeah. No worries, you have a great night as well, mate. You go get some rest. Now that you've done some editing. Yeah, that thing. The thing that I don't do. Now that you've got that done. Or at least started. Glue in the backpack. Glue in the backpack. And then backpack go on. There. And then you can be running at people with a freaking great big axe. And a plasma pistol. Hello, Cat Plays. Yeah, I know that word. My kids use that word. Or used to. Some of them used to. One of them did. No, in fact, none of them use that word anymore. So it's a weird one. In case a lot of people don't understand what this skibbity is, it's a very, 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 very weird faced toilet thing. It's enough to give you nightmares, put it that way. Bloody freaky it is. Pardon me? I'm not gonna lie, that skibbity toilet thing is freaky as hell. Right, I need to find 24, 25, 26 and 27. Now I should be able to find it easily enough because 27 should be a spiky leg. Yeah, pretty much. Roblox is brain rot, but this is coming from the generation who had Ren and Stimpy, so I can't really say much, can I? I had Ren and Stimpy, you've got Skibbity and toilet and whatnot. So yeah, I've not got much room to talk really. Stupid idiot. See, Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern Life, various things like that. Just as much brain rot, in fairness. Just as much brain rot. If it wasn't for them, we would never have things like SpongeBob SquarePants. Grizzy and the Lemmings. You know, the fun stuff. So 26 is the front of him, but 25 is the leg that we need to glue on first. Powdered Toast Face Man. What's Powdered Toast Face Man? I don't know Powdered Toast Face Man. Did I miss that one? Was I too busy getting drunk? And I remember for a good section from like 97 through till about 2012, I was just in a perpetual state of getting drunk, so there's a lot of stuff around about that time I would have missed. With that being the prime of my adolescence and being big enough to get served in a bar when you're 16. Even though I was getting drunk before I was 16, but shh, don't tell your parents. They might think I'm a bad influence. I mean, I am a bad influence. Please don't copy me. I'm a bloody idiot. But on that note, there's also some things that you can ask. If you ask about Warhammer stuff, I've got a chance. I'll give you a right answer and it'll be okay. Oh, it's one of the characters from Ren and Stimpy. I don't remember that one. I don't remember the character. Obviously I remember Ren and Stimpy, but I don't remember the character. Now, how on earth is this supposed to attach to here? Aha, that's how it's supposed to go on. Right there, like that. Got it. Stop going beep 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 because I can't answer my phone while I'm online. So stop going beep 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 beep. Doesn't work. Although I've just technically seen what it is, and because that doesn't recognise. Oh, that white-faced man, white-faced bread man. Ah, yeah. I don't remember much of him as a character, but I do remember what he looks like now. Obviously, I mean, pictures right in your face does kind of do that. But at least I know who you were talking about now. You're not just talking about some random. Well, you are talking about a random cartoon character, but at least it was referenced, and at least it was in the show. He was in the show. He was in the show? Yeah, he was definitely in the show. For some reason, I was thinking of Rocko's Modern Life characters, so I'm thinking of Heifer and things, and obviously that's not Heifer. And Two Stupid Dogs. Oh, Two Stupid Dogs was good. And Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Lab. I had some great cartoons growing up. What happened to all the good cartoons? Why are they all shit now? Rather blunt way of putting it, wasn't it? But yeah, why are kids' TVs all crap now? I mean, mine when I was a kid, at least you could tell that the people who were making it were on drugs. Definitely tell they were on drugs. But that made good TV programs for kids. Now they're not on drugs anymore. Or if they are, they're on prescription drugs. And prescription drugs don't always work the same. Not as recreational drugs for creativity. It's not 6 grams of coke and then just go on a writing spree. Bet you could have all these built in like half an hour if you did that. Ketamine should do it. Who's Bluey? Is Bluey one of these newfangled cartoons? Bluey's a dog. Bluey sounds like he's on bloody drugs. Right. No, I want a plasma pistol with a sword, and I want a plasma pistol with an axe. I do not want 2 plasma pistols with an axe. So you, my friend, are getting number 29. Because that is the bolt pistol, not the plasma pistol. But where the bloody hell is 29? So we've got 28 there. And that's 30. Well, there's 29, right next to it. I don't know what Bluey is. I honestly don't know what Bluey is. Is Bluey the new name for Blue's Clues? Because remember Blue's Clues. That's like little toddler kiddie type stuff. Like live person on the screen, but a little pup going woo. That was animated. And we're all looking for Blue's Clues. That one. I remember that one. Then again, I also remember having to sit down and watch pretty much about 18 hours worth of Teletubbies non-stop. I've just clipped out 2 thingies when I wanted to clip out the axe, which is 28, and I just missed that one completely. Because I've just clipped out another gun by mistake, cause I'm a fucking idiot. Right, so he's not the newfangled Blue's Clues, but it's the same age group. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit too old to be watching that, as are all of my children. None of my children's watch that age range of stuff anymore. So I'm going to have missed out on Bluey. Baby Shark was big when Mini Laz was going through his I'm going to find out what I'll watch thing stage. So yeah, Mini Laz got Baby Shark and stuff. He didn't watch much Bluey or Blue's Clues or anything like that. Didn't really watch much cartoons really, which was odd, rather worrying for a kid not to watch cartoons. I mean, he does now. We found out we've got a Pokemon channel on the TV. Half of them will be chain axes, half of them will be chain swords. So in this case, yes, this is a chain axe. As is the one that fella's got. There's a Bluey movie coming soon. I am not queuing up to watch it. Maybe if Mini Laz goes, I want to watch it, I might take him to see it. But I'm more than likely going to take him to see the sequel to Mario than them to that. Have you got anything that was supposed to go on your waist? No. Good. Little bit of glue on the shoulder and joint, then we'll get his arm in place so he can point. He's got a gun. He's got a gun to point, and he's gonna point it at the Orcs or the Marines or the Tyranids. He might kill a few guardsmen if he feels like it. Go along, we can't, cause he is the god of war. And Twisted, how you doing, mate? They've got a theatre production too. It's coming to. Oh, it's not like you're playing it. It's not like it's got to be the Palace Theatre in Manchester or anything, though, is it? It's York. Let's face it. It might be old, but it's still not Manchester. And you think you've come and visited twice. You criticise. Yeah, I know. I know. I've been over twice, specifically to go see York. Well, first time was specifically to go see York. Second time was actually to go see you and Dave. But yeah, it is what it is at that point. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. There should be another head somewhere. There should be another helmeted head somewhere. There they are. I can see more helmeted heads. We have helmeted heads. Biggie! How you doing, mate? Am I background noise for Battlefield? Blasting things up, blowing things away, making sure they can't fly. Serves them right, really, doesn't it? Trying to have a flying thing on that game. Naughty idea. Bad naughty idea. You're saying 96 is a different type of backpack to all the others, but it isn't really, so you don't actually have to put the thingy on it. You've seen a Knight's Tale at the palace. What was the last thing I saw at the palace? Last thing I saw at the palace was Chuckle Brothers. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Took my niece. That was the last thing I saw at the palace there. It was good. So you got 8.5 minutes in and you think it's going to be a 15-minute guide? So yeah, you're well into halfway, and that'll only get quicker as you progress. So don't you worry about it. Don't you fret your little head. You'll get it edited and out well on time. Nah, if he's doing painting, guys, he's getting all snobby on us, trying to tell us how to do things, all demanding and preachy. And if you're gonna do it, you do it like this. And if you're gonna, he's not. He's just telling you how to paint space bears and stuff. But it's a pretty good guide, in fairness. If it wasn't for the fact that I'd started my World Eaters first, I would be using that guide to paint my World Eaters. Pretty much perfect for it. So if you are wondering how to paint World Eaters and you're thinking Laz is useless at painting, you'll be correct. Then check out Rogues Den Hobbies. They have got some painting guides up for other models, but the colours are essentially World Eater colours. So if you just follow the guide and just apply it to your World Eaters, ka-ching, you're done. Glue, 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 glue. I'm a third of the way through the mod. Well, this is the second box of the ones that I bought Northern. Chuckle Brothers make you laugh at the most inappropriate times anyway. When we went to see them, the adults were laughing more than the kids because of the jokes that they were making on stage. They were doing jokes for adults, but innocent enough to do on stage with a kid. For instance, had to cut a cucumber, stuck it through a hole in the box. I wiggle it, you hit it. So he wiggles the cucumber around. We're all children in there, not adults really, so we start laughing. Some beaver Girl Scout cookies and Gargots. You have to get a Gargots? A Go-Gurts? A Go-Gurts? What are Go-Gurts? Are they like yogurts but fancy? Don't like it when they start making fancy things for no reason. I get confused. And I know it's not hard for those people who are going, well, it's you, lads, of course you're going to get... I know. It's easy to confuse me. You can send me off with just bloody random, yeah, random comments can set me off doing stuff. You all know this. I know this. I have to be wary of this. Right, 7. We went 9 and 10. Let's hope 9 and 10 are on this sprue where everything bloody else has been so far. There's 9. There's 10. Got it. Oh, it's a medical strain. Right, okay. Yeah, I was thinking like frubes, but we've got like yogurt in a tube, so instead of having a spoon, you just rip the top off and. But yeah, we're both wrong there, Northern. But we're thinking of it from the English way. Goggles. What's that a strain of? Is that a blues? Is that a whites? Is that the purples? What is it? Is it from the fruit family? Because now that I know what it is, I'm aware of what it is, and therefore I can ask other questions. And again, if you're a child in here, we may be having adult conversations. You are welcome to be here, but bear in mind that we will not stop having adult conversations just because you're a child. It is now your chance to be a child and be involved in adult conversation. So yeah, what strain is it? What's its genetics? Where's it come from? We're talking India, sativa, salvia. I hope it's not salvia. Salvia's awful. Don't like salvia. Right, body done. Then we need 11 and 12, which get glued together, and then they get glued to the body. So it's Indica Strong Hybrid. Awesome. That I can get behind. That is good. I like Indica Strong. Indica Strong or pure Indica is bloody good. It's what you want. Leave you just barely out of your tree. But not too far out of your tree, you can't function. That's what you want. Or at least, yeah, I can still function under it. Some people can't. Some people take it and think they're falling off the planet. And they're the ones you laugh at. It's like, you're not falling off the planet. Grab hold of that carpet, you'll be fine. It'll hold you down. Yeah, go for a walk, look, Graham. Go for a walk. Anywhere that has like, bovine or big game. Anywhere that's got big game. Should be alright around there. Find a couple of tits or nipples. Let's get them looking. Just find the ones that look like nipples and tits, and you'll be alright. I hope. Because there are some others that look like nipples and tits that you don't want to be picking, really, but yeah. Go get some nipples and tits. And watch the and watch the walls breathe for a bit. If that sounds good to you anyway. I mean, some people that sounds like an absolutely terrifying ordeal. But others will be like, nah, I won't do that, let's go. So depending which side you are. Now, of course, if you are and you think I'm talking about something that you're not supposed to do, then obviously don't pick them. They are illegal if you're thinking along those lines. You are not allowed to pick those ones. What you are allowed to do, though, is eat them straight off the floor. See? Yeah, of course we know what you know. Of course we know what you're on about. Oh, gosh, we know what you're on about. Why would we not? Remember Shameless, the program? Remember that's where I grew up, pretty much. They might have put a false name on the estate, but that's pretty much the estate I grew up on, mate. So, yeah, anything like that, I'm gonna know what you're talking about. If I don't, I am very disappointed in myself. You can get them in chocolate bars. You can get other things in chocolate bars as well. Hee. There is a chocolate bar that I want to try, but I'm scared to try because it's the 20 minutes to half an hour long. Boom. Hi elves. Come back. It's that one. So I'm a little bit reluctant on it. For obvious reasons. Right, so now it's going to tell me I can either put on 29 or 30, which I think I've already clipped out 29. Yeah, I have, which is this one. And then it wants 28 as... Does it want 28 as its swing arm? No, it doesn't want 28 as its swing arm. I need to turn this over. Mikael, hello. Hello. We're working on world eaters. Told you I was getting world eaters, and I was going to get working on fine. This is number 23. Oh, this one was 15 and 14. Never mind, I was wrong. You can go back down there. This one once. There's 14. There's 16, which is a plasma pistol, which I don't want a plasma pistol. Oh no, that must be 15 that I've already clipped out then, because 15's not there. And 14's a chain axe. Yeah. Yes, you can, Northern. Well, I say you gotta do a bit of homemade stuff yourself, essentially, and be very good with pipette. Very, very, very good with the pipette. Does he take what shoulder pads does he take? He takes 2 curvy ones. He takes 2 curvy ones. So I need a corn one. And I need a World Eaters one, which I'll take from up there. And I need a Bonce. He needs an head. He needs an head. There's one. Right there next to my finger. I need a backpack. Woo! 2 of them right next to each other. Magnetizing towel. I was telling you this when you was on about magnetizing it, and I was saying I never magnetize any of my models because it's just a ball ache. It's just a pain in the ass. I'm just going to glue them together and then they're done. I don't have to naff around. And as long as I've got enough weapons and ways to make them different from each other. So if for some reason the Primaris Intercessor squad ends up taking over from the tactical squad, so you can go, oh, you can put a heavy weapon in there, or oh, you can put a special weapon in there. I'm going to have plasma guns, and I'm going to have flamers to represent the special weapons, and we're going to have 2 different types of missile launchers to represent heavy weapons. Which is where my nugget over what are they called? Oh, Desolation Squads. Yeah, the 2 Desolation Squads, which I've done with third-party missile launchers. Proper intercessors and Space Marines in Mark 10 tactical armour, but not the right missile launchers. Not the same ones that Games Workshop want you to use. So I've got my own missile launchers. What am I using as a mold line remover? This is a retractable craft knife. I'm using a blade. I'm using a blade Northern. None of this with a blunt piece of plastic crap or blunt piece of metal. No, just flat out something that's going to go straight through my thumb if I mess around with it. Okay, I almost went into my finger then. That wouldn't have been good, would it? Not live on YouTube. Oh, you've gone for the StarCraft set. Isn't that just like Tyranids versus Marines? I've been told that StarCraft set is... although it's... you get quite a bit in it, and I've not actually seen it properly. I've just been told. But apparently it's very much a rip-off of some Warhammer style starter boxes that were out not that long ago, the last couple of years for instance, namely the Leviathan box. I see I can't use the back of it because that means I've got to put my finger actually on the blade, which is just stupid idea, especially for me. I can cut myself on a spoon. So it's not a good idea for me to be putting my thumbs near sharp knives. I learnt this. See, scars. Shoulder pad. Glue on the floor. Oh, nope, didn't go on the floor. Landed on a book. Ooh, all in. All 3 races. Oh, ooh. Right, so StarCraft pre-order set. Let's go have a look. Mikhail's sidetracked me. StarCraft miniatures game. StarCraft tabletop miniatures game. I'll accept all for now. We left the EU. StarCraft Army Bundle Founders Edition starter sets. I'm gonna guess that's 3-player all in. Is that the one you've gone for? Have you gone for the 3-player all in? So am I. So am I, Norman. So all in. So it's right. It's that one. So I need to find where's my window capture. There. Done. No, go out of the way a minute so I can click that. No, I want to click that. There we go. Now I can bring it all up. So I think this is what Mikhail's talking about, which is the StarCraft 2-player miniatures game. Okay. And in that's the one where you get the Nids and the Marines and a little bit of scenery. Okay. What else do you get? Oh, you get some Adepty stuff. And is that a... No, that's just the back of that box. You get a dreadnought, you think? Called the Goliath. Oh, they'd make alright zoanthropes. They would make alright zoanthropes then. Not bad for Tau suits. Definitely Space Marine rips. Oh, look at that queen. Zerg expansion set. Nice. That's like a big old one as well. She's got a few plastic tokens with her there. Oh, where am I up to? No, I was further along than that. Hive Guard? Hive Guard, anyone? Eldari? Sentry turrets? Oh, this is some weird stuff. Definitely weird stuff. And so the Zerlings are the little fly things. They look like Tyranids. You get a Lost Temple terrain, which is a few walls and a bit of grass. But you do get a hell of a lot of stuff in there. So you get some for whatever that weird, like, Egyptian-y weird yellow faction. You get some for the purple faction, you get some for the blue faction, and you get a starter set which has some for the purple and the blue faction in as well as Proteus, which I think is going to be the starter set for the yellows. That's not bad. It is 500 bloody quid though. Not gonna lie, it's 500 quid. So next time we play StarCraft, tell me board size. Tell me board size. So I've got a rough idea, and I will make board. I'm assuming it's going to be this Christmas again. But that of course means when are you back in work as well. But I can get a board ready, I can get a dice ready. If it wasn't for the fact that you wanted everything bloody magnetising, I would have helped you put your towel together as well. I don't do magnetising. Magnetising takes way too long. And you don't need it in 99% of the models you're making. Because most of them can only take a single loadout anyway. That's 3, even though it calls it 7. Hi ho! Hello again. Hello again. You're having good luck. I mean, I saw what you put in earlier regarding your Inferno building, which is coming along nicely, I've got to say. Your world building is coming up. It is getting there, most definitely. We went 19 and 21 for this bit. So let's see if we can get about halfway through before nicotine does me head into the point where it's like, nope, I'm going. I've got to. I have no choice. I'm not going to be able to concentrate, and I'm just going to get weirder and weirder and weirder. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. It does happen. Nicotine can have weird effects on your body, people. Don't start smoking. It's not a good thing. And if you do, and you get the urge to quit, follow it through. If you're already a smoker and you're smoking, there's not really much you can do about that. But don't start, it's not a good thing. And it's hard to stop. Oh, you're going to make it into a miniature. Awesome. It is time. It is time. Well, when it comes to a D&D thing, obviously I have characters, I have a backstory, and I can... It's set up so you can easily throw one-shots at them. And you never have to use the same set of characters every time round if you don't want to. But you can very easily throw one-shots at the magical world of Sparkles and Oak, and it will take it very well. So that is my intention. What I do need... Actually, while you're here... would you be interested in doing some portrait pictures for the characters that have been painted up for the magical world of Sparkles and Oak? You can say no, it is allowed. That's what we're setting up for. Sparkles and Oak both have stat sheets, and even if I have to run just a one shot for Sparkles, I will run a one shot for Sparkles so we can use those dice. Don't worry, Graham, they will get used, and they will get used before we get married. You do not have to worry about that. I thought so. He's like supposed to be going further forward than that. Yeah, he's supposed to be practically leaping at these guys, isn't he? Well, at least it looks like he is. There we go. That's better. That's better. Send you it. You'll try your best. Or the other ideas. Right. This is going to be difficult. Right. Where's on mine? And I want to go to Sparkles and Oak discussion. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Okay. I'll collate the pictures for you, because going back through that is going to take absolutely ages to get all the pictures. So I'll collate them all and send them over to you. How the ideas are there. They just need taking the faces and putting them into a little picture so they can go on the character sheets. So the characters are already created. What they're going to look like is already created. It's just transferring them from actual models into portraits. Kind of the reverse of what you're already doing, because you're designing them as portraits and stuff, and then building them into models. What I'm asking you to do is the reverse. Take them from being models and create portrait-y pictures for them. And then I upload it all onto a character sheet, and then give them all the special rules that they all need, because they all have to have special rules. Like turtles have to have natural armor. Rabbits, or Ali in this case, is gonna be a fast little... Yeah. She's gonna be a quick one. She's gonna get similar rules to the cunning actions for a rogue, even though she's a barbarian. Ah, right. You have to. Well, that makes sense. If you're in a miniature competition, then making it into an art thing and getting it ready for that competition makes sense. That does make sense. Right. So we take this little tiny bit here, which I've forgotten one of the other ones. I'm sure I did. And this flops in down there somewhere. No, you don't stick to my finger like that. You take this, and this goes in that little hole. And as we all know, people, if it doesn't go in the hole, you're allowed to force it a little, but only on the plastic ones. If it's not a plastic one, you can't force it. That could be taken so wrong. This is one that gets to be a big chain. Big axe. This is the one that gets to have the big axe. Remember, big axe. Somebody has to have a big axe. This guy has a big axe. So we have How can help me. Thank you very much, How. Mikael, you need idea to paint your towel in dark blue, night sky, or red. Right, where's the one? When Northern took me to Element Games, we picked up this. Well, I picked up this. This is dark sea green, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix that with metallic medium, and that's what I'm going to paint my friend's towel in. Ow! Do not catch your snips by putting your hand on the big spiky bits. That is what she said. Several times over. 1, 2, 5. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 5 and 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 5. Now these are the awkward ones because these are higher up numbers. Just kind of scatter them across a couple of things. So these are a bit of a pain. 1, 2, 5 and 1, 2, 3 make up the great big whopping. I mean, you could get away with that with white, depending how much of it you put on. So if you use the blue and use white and red lines, signifying as like unit markings and stuff, that should work. Oh, 1, 2, 4 as well. Where's 1, 2, 4? One, 2, 4 should be an arm without anything else attached to it, which is going to be really fun to find because it's going to be a small piece. Something like that one right there. That is a nice colour. When I saw it, it was like, no, that's perfect. That mixed with a metallic medium, I should be able to do all the towel with it. Or if not, at least I know which one I'm going back and buying. Right, so now we have an arm to glue onto an axe. Why couldn't they just put it on there in the first place? I don't know. But an arm with an axe, or an arm on an axe. How many characters is it? Oh, there's about 36, give or take. I mean, if you go, no, I just want to do 1 or 2, fine. Just do, that's perfectly fine. I'll accept 1 or 2. It's just having 30 odd of them to do is, again, daunting. Not something you wake up in the morning and just decide, oh, that's going to be easy. 32 characters, let's just crack them out. It doesn't seem to work like that for me. Oh, volume highlighting shiny black. But you, in fairness, Twisted, though, you take your painting like a stage or 6 further than I do. So when you say you like it for grading, you're actually blending and doing it like it's supposed to be. Whereas I barely highlight. If you can even call what I do highlighting. You can do 36. Well, what I'll do is, apart from Sparkles and Oak, which are twins, so it's not like they're going to be overly different from each other apart from the colours on the head. I'll send you a picture of a few of them. Some of the ones that I think people are going to want to play more than others. Because let's face it, in fairness, I don't think many people are going to want to play the Cthulhu bartender guy, even though he is a warlock. I've got a feeling a lot of people are going to be wanting to play the barbarians and some of the fighters or wizard classes. They're going to be the main ones that people are going to want to play, I think. I'm guessing if Ali plays, Ali's going to want to play her namesake character. But we have clerics and yeah. So just for an initial start of how I'll send you essentially what I classify as the fan favourites. Yeah, you are doing a magnetising, Michael, so you're going to take ages. It's going to take you longer to do your models than it is for me to do mine. Just because of the sheer amount of magnetising you have to do. You have to... Every weapon option drilled out, bored in, magnets the right way around, make sure it fits right. And you've got to do that with every bloody model. So if you've got enough units of suits, then you're magnetizing 7 or 8 weapon sets per suit. So you can go plasma, fusion, 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 plasma, plasma, rocket pod, plasma, rocket pod, fusion, shield drone, this drone, that drone, that weapon system, that side system, that other system, and it just goes on and on and on. Thank you very much. That was the next worry, is how much is this going to cost me to do? I need a backpack and I need a head. Well, I have a backpack. That's a backpack right there. And as I don't like painting skin tones, every bugger's getting a helmet. Every bugger's getting a helmet. So don't try hiding helmets from me. I know they're all on the same bloody sprue. And I will go find them and hunt them down. Yeah, I've seen what you've bought. You've bought ridiculously over amount of what you need to start with. So the very fact that you magnetized it was just ludicrous to me as a non-magnetizer anyway. And it being your first army, I wasn't 100% sure you was aware of what you was getting yourself into, but you sounded like you had a good idea. I think it's now just hit you quite how much it is with buying the big Christmas boxes and then using that as your start off. So I think you said you got a spare commander and a few spare other things for kit bashing and stuff, but you've got more than enough, considering you can only field 3 of some of the units and you've got 4. You've got 4 of them. I can't say anything. I can only field 3 lieutenants. I have about 15. Because at one point you could field 2 lieutenants for every captain, and you could field 3 captains, so that meant 6 lieutenants, but now you can't. Now it's cheating me out of models. So I can have 3 captains, I can have 3 lieutenants. I don't want 3 captains, I do want 3 lieutenants. 3 lieutenants, chaplains, and librarians, that'll do. Right, so I've got 3 little axes, 1 big axe. So it should work out as 4 little axes and a big axe. One of the little axes is going to have a plasma gun, which is a plasma pistol, which is him. And then it should be 4 swords and 1 big sword, and then one of the little swords gets a plasma pistol as well. I don't use DaVinci Resolve. I use Premiere Pro, which is difficulties as well. So don't think it's going to solve your issue. It's complicated as bloody fuck. But it does do everything. Does everything DaVinci Resolve does plus a bit more, but you've got to know how to do it in the first place. And if you don't, then you don't. It doesn't work. Right, I've got 4 to do. I'm getting a bit of a stitch. I need nicotine and drink. So what I'm going to do is, Graham is going up again. Rugs, then hobbies, a break. And then, we need to go find music for people to listen to while I'm not here. Now normally, it pops up. And I don't have to go looking through the list for Arius Nation, who I go get all my music from. Let's go for instrumental albums this time. I don't know what it's going to sound like. It could be crap, it could be good. Fine out. Palantine Forces rules. I'll see if I remember what the thing was called. Production. need to turn that off first, don't I? And hit that one. There we go. It works. Right. Yeah, double magneting is what you'll need a lot of the time, Mikkel. So you might need to stick two smaller magnets in to hold it in place. So rather than having one big magnet on the shoulder, have a little one there and a little one there, and it kind of holds it. It's another reason why I don't like magnetizing. How for the Palatine Enforcers, if you have a look online for something called the Necromunda Compendium, it is a fan-made thing, but it's a collation of all the books together in a more readable format. So rather than having 3 books for Vansar, it's all in one little place, including the Spire Hunters, the Enforcers. I'm not sure if the last time I got it, they didn't have the Nomads out yet, so they weren't there. But yeah, have a look for the Necromunda Compendium. It is a fan-made thing though, so don't expect it to be on the official GW site. But it is something that could help you regarding all the extra rules, essentially, that you have to go out and buy 9 different books for. Right, this guy is Big Sword. And we need 31 and 32. Ooh, which is this sprue. That sprue is pretty much empty now, so some shoulder pads, couple of plasma guns, the extra axe and a backpack. So we've still got an axe and a backpack to use on this one. 11 minutes finished. 11 minutes finished, sorry, not 11 minutes, 11 minutes. So we've got 4 minutes to go. You've got to have that done tonight. Uploaded, be done tomorrow. Wake up and have 4 views. Oh no, that's my videos, isn't it? Sorry. Don't want to get you mixed up with me there for a second. I wake up and have 4 views. Let's hope you wake up and have 4,000. That'll be better, wouldn't it? 40,000, that'll be even better. And rather ironic, since you're doing Space Bears and they're not a Warhammer 40,000, aren't they? 31, 32. Speaking of which, Northern. When is it you're off again? Because we're supposed to be going back down to Element Games for a small game, aren't we? No, Kitty. You can't get on my knee while I'm up here. I am too high up. And even if I was to give you a chair to help you up, you won't use it. You just sit in front of the chair, meowing at the chair. You just finished your turn. Can I put it in chat? I can't put it in this chat. I'll have to go see if I can find it again. I'm not even sure if it's big enough. Necromunda Compendium. PDF. Necromunda Comprehensive Rulebook. $400 and something pages. Rules, gangs. Yes, this has got it in. Right, okay. But how can I download it? Ah, there we go. Download. I think I have it. I think I have it. Open file. Comprehensive rulebook is what it's called. And if I can, I will upload it into the Discord server now. Where on earth do I... I'm not sure where to put it. Right, I'll try and put it in other people's channels and interesting stuff. And I hope it's not too big. No, there we go. So, if you go and have a look in my Discord, in the other people's channels and interesting stuff section, there's a comprehensive rulebook in there. No worries, Mikhail. I'll see you. I'll see you at Christmas, and I'll speak to you again. And I know you've just sent me a ping message on Facebook because I spotted the picture. I spotted your picture, not the picture. Whatever you've sent me, I've not had a look at yet. But I know I've got a message from you on Facebook because it went ding, and that kind of tells me message on Facebook. So 33 and 34 are the next ones. Fargrim, how you doing, man? Everything's going all right at the minute. I say everything's going all right at the minute. There's still plenty of time for things to go wrong. I'm only on for guy number 5 out of 10, so plenty of time to go wrong. Plenty of time. 33 and 34. 34. He's already got his belt buckly side gumph on his leg here. Yeah, we're going for World Eaters. We're carrying on with World Eaters. I got 2 boxes the other week of Berserkers. I built one just because watching me build 2 boxes of the exact same thing is boring as shit. No worries, I will do. It's as I said, it's going to be very, very basic, just portrait style pictures. So I'll send you a picture of the faces of the characters, and then you can obviously any specific details that might not be clearly in there, like Ali's eyes. Ali's the rabbit, the barbarian rabbit, but her eyes are gold. You know, little things like that I'll let you know about. But other than that, I'll leave a lot up to. Well, the thing. Right now, it'll probably be easier for me to plan around you than you to plan around. I don't know actually, because yeah, appointments and oh god, this is gonna be fun. When's the next chance I'm gonna have? Well, it's not gonna be this weekend because I've got my sister's birthday and Mother's Day this weekend, so I'm not gonna be able to go anywhere this weekend. Not unless I take all the kids with me. And 2 of them will not like to come to Element Games, and 1 of them would, but would get very, very bored quickly. Because he's only a little kid. And there's not much for him to actually do there, which is not good. Aye, come on. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the big chair. Blood for the tea, man. Skulls for the big chair. Can't go wrong with that. Right, so now I want 128. Which I think is going to be on here. Yeah, 128 and 127, which is the big sword, the 2-handed sword, as opposed to the 2-handed axe. You get 1 of each. I think I've managed to put a 2-handed axe at least in with the other 10-man squad. The first one, which I made out of legionaries. I'm pretty sure I managed to get a a big two-handed weapon in there. If not, I could always nick it off the guy that I've painted up as a Night Lord. I'll nick his. And then once I've nicked his, I can put it onto somebody else. Or just chop his head off and put on a corn helmet. That'll probably be the better option, actually. If we just chop his head off and put on a corn helmet and then recolour him. Remove all the paint, respray him. That means I can definitely have a big evisceratory axe thing in each unit. But I do have to make some Lord Executioners as well, don't I? I still have to make 2 Lord Executioners. So we're going to have 3. That is the exact reason, in case anyone's wondering why you're making 2 when you can have 3. I already have 1, which was a Dark Apostle, but he's now a Lord Executioner. He has lost his book and replaced it with a whopping great big axe. Because why would you want to take a book into battle when you can take a two-handed chain axe? Or actually, no, it's not even a chain axe in this case, is it? It's a demonic weapon. So yeah, who would want to take that in when you can take a demonic weapon? I know I wouldn't. 129. That one. I know I wouldn't be taking a bloody book into battle with me. Nor would I want to be the musician. If we're going back far enough into some military campaigns. Some poor pillock had to walk down the bloody into battle drumming, or with a trumpet, no gun, just with a drum. It'll scare them. Something makes me think that doesn't work. It probably does. They were doing it for thousands of bloody years, weren't they? So I'm guessing, to a degree, music and noise does have some place in warfare. Maybe not in current day as much, although you still get military bands and they still hold that bit as part of their regiments. These arms are not going on. Bagpipes, yeah, the bagpipes will scare the crap out of anyone though, in fairness. If anyone's playing bagpipes, you run. Because behind them is probably a lot of drunken people just waiting to start a fight. Oh yeah, you don't like bagpipes? How can you not like bagpipes? I'll step my nut on you. You know, that type of... Oh, Florida, Scotland, when will we see those fields again? I have Scottish family. That's why I'm used to the Scottish national anthem. And that is the Scottish national anthem. If anyone's wondering, it's called The Flower of Scotland. It's actually quite a nice song for when you compare it to other national anthems. It's like, wow, really? You've actually got a good one there. Rather than God save our King. See how it's just monotonous and boring. Whereas they get, no, oh, Florida, Scotland, when will we see? See, they got something that they get to put like real gutso behind it, and we get fucking sing to Charlie. Is he Charlie? I thought I didn't take the name King George and no, he's Charles. Or was it Edward? I can't remember which one he took as his kingly name. I know it's the worst kingly name he could have chose. I mean, he might as well just chose Henry. He would have got away with a lot more. Then again, I don't think he's got long left on the throne as it is. His mum didn't leave him much time, did she? She held him off and noped him the bloody hell out of there as quickly as she could. Can't really blame her. She must have had her reasons, and she wasn't a stupid woman. I think it's mostly horse-faced woman's fault. Trying to canoodle and connive her way into things. I just made you spit your tea out laughing. Why? What did I say this? Right, what did I say this time? What? Don't. You're making me all self-conscious now that I'm saying things that I'm not supposed to. Probably am, but that's not the point. I don't think I am at the minute. If I don't think I am, I don't feel as bad about it. As soon as somebody goes, you just nearly made me spit my coffee everywhere, or my tea everywhere, it's just like, oh, what have I done? Am I getting arrested? I got MI5 coming through my door in a minute. You said this. So, yeah, I was on YouTube, mate. I'm playing a character called Laz. Get a fucking life. Granted, Laz isn't much. Laz is no bloody different to me, really. Well, he is. He says stuff that sometimes I don't say. We haven't, have we? 6 days was the last time somebody subscribed to my channel. 6 days ago was the last time somebody subscribed. And that was one person. Thank you very much, Jay, again. We'll get... I'll get some... People will subscribe if they wish to. They will hit the likes if they wish to. They know how YouTube works. In fairness, my little royal rant just probably put a few people off. But I don't usually go on royal rants. I'm not saying I don't go on rants, I just don't normally go on royal ones. Oh, just singing Flower of Scotland. Well, it is. It's the national anthem for Scotland. And it's got to be done in a Scottish accent. Problem is, the only Scottish accent I can do is Glaswegian. And even then, it's not a particularly good one. I'd be better off doing Wales. Right, so we've got big sword and big axe. See, big sword. Big sword, man. We could have given pistol and thingy, but we didn't. Have I missed an absolute crap load here? 13. Right, it ends at 14. I'm on 10. So I'm starting 10. And I've done 5 already. So it's one sword. So these should be 4 swords. So 10 is a sword. 11's a sword. So that's 2. 12's a sword. That's 3. 13's the other axe and 14's the other sword. Right. Whew, I thought I'd got all skewed off then. Was that a South Wales accent? I'm sorry, I'm not too good with the actual regions that I go to. I know some of them are Wales, and you can drop into a wee bit of Glasgow, you just need to make it a bit rougher on your voice. You can go through either, really. It's no big deal. Just change slightly how you talk. Only a wee bit, mine. You don't want to change it too much. Otherwise you'll end up completely somewhere else. Good evening, Steve. I don't know why Couch is on either. So, and so I have followed a bit of Francois' suggestion for this one, and Wednesdays from now on are going to be a bit of a, what the fuck have I got to work on? So let's work on what I've got to work on, and bits and pieces and slightly unfinished projects and things where I just need to finish off one or two little bits, or in this case build 10 more guys, because I've got 10 more guys. Whose coat is this jacket? I've got a house. I've got my house coat on. Oh, yeah, dressing gown, whatever you want to call it. It's cold, all right. I've got something to keep me warm, but I don't know whose coat this jacket is, or whose jacket this coat is. Unless I'm supposed to say that in a Liverpudlian accent, in which case I'm screwed. I can try a Liverpudlian accent, and then I get you running over from wherever in the country you are to punch me in the side of the head and go, that was just insulting. I'll go, okay. 37. And then 38. These guys don't like to be standing still much, do they? A lot of them are just charging it forward all the time. Just run, 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 run. Oh, this has got a belt bit in it. Right, he's got his little crotch strap, but it's got a 41 in it, which is some pouch. It's like a pistol pouch, or a holster. That's what it's called. Not a pistol pouch. That's your underpants. Silly lads. So we want this one first. Let's dry fit this motherfucker, because it doesn't look like he's going to want to fit very easily. Right, now I think that gap in his belt, that little tiny gap there, I think that's for where the other bit's supposed to slot into in a minute. So I think that's actually supposed to be a gap. I hope. Don't even try and say chicken. See, Scouse isn't actually too far away from Mank. You can do a bit of Mank like. You just have to make it slightly higher pitched and you become Scouse. That leg has just hit the floor. See, that's what I get for trying it, isn't it? Steve's laughing at me now going, serves you fucking right. Shouldn't have tried it. That's an LED, I don't want that. That's the 3 fake speakers. That's more foam padding. Ah! Chicken and a can of Coke. Steve's definitely coming over to beat me in the head now. Just so you all know that. If I'm not here next week, it's because I'm concussed somewhere. Left on the side of a canal with the words cheeky twats written in over me. I really need to clear under here. I really need to clear under here. And I need to change the colour of the carpet. So the change with skulls do go in that gap. Right, excellent. Now I've just got to find his leg that I've managed to drop down here somewhere. as Steve's calling it, karma. I'm calling it a pain in the ass. Oh, that's the end of the crap snips. Right colour, wrong thing. Again, right colour, wrong thing. That's the box of Gretchen. That's the pack of those bits. That's cable size. Right, now it has to be down here because there's no. I've not moved anywhere else, and you can't go that far. Did it go in that little bit where the arc leg went? No? Has it gone on this that I'm wearing that I don't understand? Yeah, this is going to be a 2,000 point World Eater army. I already have, well, this is me building the 30, the last 10, so it'll be 30. But Berserkers. And then I've got the Proxy 8 bound, led by a Slaughter bound, and I have my Angry Run, and I have my Terminators, and I have a Hell Brute. I won't be getting a Marla Fiend or a Forge Fiend because I've stopped getting Combat Patrol. So it also means I won't get a Lord in Vacatus either, which I'm a little bit miffed at because I needed him for the 2,000 points. But then again, I priced the 2,000 points without actually knowing what was going to go in it, and I didn't know I was getting a Slaughter bound at the time, so some things have changed a little. You have got to be kidding me. One guy's leg has gone missing. That's a squid face. Right, it cannot have gone that far. It cannot have gone far. Put headphones on light for a moment. Move PC chair. I am going down, people. I am going down. There's a Terminator body. There's a Necron gun. There's a bit of scenery. There's a Pokemon EX coin. There's a bouncy ball. Don't ask why there's a bouncy ball. I don't know. But there was a bouncy ball under my chair. Glue. Workout gloves. Nope. There's the cover from my head shaver, which is still charging upstairs. Don't tell me I've lost a bloody leg. I did this with the Orcs, and it turned up about 2 months later when I couldn't find the bloody Orc. Got to be under here somewhere, because this is where it fell. If not, I am going to have to go locate one of my spare Terminator models, not spare Terminator, spare Chaos models, and chop its head off, and chop its arms off. Right. I'll have to do it that way though. Fine, sod you. Sod you. He's perfect. Because he's the one I already nicked the axe off. So, yeah. What have I just knocked over? Apart from everything. That will be in everything. That's what that is. What did I knock over? Everything I shouldn't have. The leg did leg it. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Housecoat does have pockets. Let's check pockets before I start chopping this guy up. Nope, that's my tea cupboard key. That's my nozzle cleaner. Nope, not in there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the backpack off him. And then I'm going to take the shoulder pads off him. And arms off him. And he's going to get the arms that would have been on this guy. And I'm going to chop his head off as well. The leg did leg it. Yeah, it was a proper done one. And then we want to pop his head out as well. Take that off. And I will just gouge his head out. There we go. So now we have a body. See? Who needs that body? I've got this body. So I don't need to put 42 on it because he's already got a couple of things on him now. Now I need to get 43, 44. Give him an head on a backpack and then 2. 43 and 44, which is that one and that one. Right next to each other. See, just because you lose a piece, if you have enough spares, it doesn't make a difference. Or doesn't make too much. Got it. Didn't shoot off. Is this one of the ones I can give a plasma pistol to, or what? I need to give one of the others a sword guy a plasma pistol. I know that much. I need to give a sword guy a plasma pistol. I really need to scuff this up before I use it as well. Before I put glue on it. But with that side being scuffed up, I should be okay. Ah, you fudder. Don't ask me what a fudder is. I don't know what a fudder is. Legs are hard to come by because they only ever give you enough legs to do the actual models they want you to build. But in this case, I ended up having spare models from another set. From when I got the Void, is it the Void Scarred Kill Team box? Where you got Chaos Legionaries versus Eldari Corsairs. And I got that box. So I end up with a load of Legionaries from there. And then I end up with more Legionaries from Combat Patrol. as well as some rather chunky heavy weapons guys, who I believe will end up becoming the Lord Executioners. No, I'm just going to chop his arms off and his head off and his backpack. I'm going to give him leave him as much as I can to be a Khorne Berserker. And those are the main things really, is the head, the backpack and the weapons. Those what split a Khorne Berserker from a Chaos Legionary, and obviously Plague Marines are a bit different, all riddled with disease and stuff. But then you get your Rubric Marines, which is just a different helmet and bolter. No worries, Graham. You have a good night, mate. Sleep well. And I look forward to seeing the video going uploaded, so I can watch it and not realise I'm actually watching it on the official channel again. Not like I did last time. Went through all that watching it and it's like, you've liked it on the channel. So have I? I don't remember doing that. So yeah, it's there. So, oh, okay. Apparently I did. Right. Now this one wants 2 curvy shoulder pads. 2 curvy shoulder pads. Oh, so how is everybody? I hope we're doing alright. We've been here for a while now. What? 2 hours just over? And I've managed to nap up, mess up and having to rebuild a lot of stuff. Funge and games. Right, World Eatery pad to go on his left shoulder. Carney pad to go on his right shoulder. A bonce for his bonce. And now we want a backpack for backpacks. I only got one backpack on here. Last time I did this, I came to the same conclusion, that I was running out of stuff and I didn't think I had enough. Turns out you have just enough of the crucial stuff to make your models, which, as Steve pointed out, which means you have just enough legs. So when I dropped that leg a minute ago, nightmare. Luckily, spare models help out. So now we get to put the Khorne backpack on him. The good thing is he has already been done black with very little other stuff done on him. So to paint him up shouldn't be too bad. Especially when it comes to base coating him again. Oh, for God's sakes. Everything's just falling off. Right, you get your arm up there a bit more, please. Because that's where it's supposed to be. Thank you. Now where have I just dropped that backpack? There it is. I need to be careful because it's got glue on it. I don't want it to accidentally glue to something else. Which no, it might look, it bloody would. And then gluing the very rough neck. Oh, I'm going to have to hold this on, aren't I? The joys, people, the joys. Of not having pegs to attach your stuff to. Right, which one are you then? You're the World Eater one. Okay. And you're just going to drop all the way through every single bit of sprue to go hide at the bottom down there, aren't you? Yeah. And then last one, well, not last one, but next one, and that puts us on 6 with 4 axes and 2 swords. Put you over there because you're the odd one out. Well, so that was 10 done. Now we move on to 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, and I've done 6. And I've got, yes, that's right. This is why I end up losing track, because it doesn't actually start from 1 and does it in any simple enough order. It just does it however it can be asked. Right, so we need 45 and 46, which will hopefully all be 45, 46, 47, 48, and they make up the body. Or they make up the main part of him. So 45, boom, badoosh, yep, 6 seconds behind. That will make it look a little bit odd, but then again, you're all about what, 3 or 4 seconds behind me anyway, which is really confusing because there's a delay of me going out to you and then there's a delay of you coming back to me, and that just makes it look, yeah, makes responding a little bit difficult, let's say it that way. 5 and 6 first. Do 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 diddy dum bum 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 biddy dum boo boo diddy do bum 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 baddy dee what? Oh, 47, 48. That's 48. See, the only thing is, I've done this entire set once already, so when I dropped that one, that was really frustrating. Like watching a dubbed kung fu movie. Talking about how, I have no idea. Saying. Right, who's got Flower of Scotland in my head now? I mean, some people will enjoy the fact that there's an Englishman with Flower of Scotland stuck in his head. Some people find that very amusing. But, right at this moment in time, it is stuck in my head and I am not finding it amusing. It probably was me, but I'm going to blame somebody else. Which means I'm going to have to go to good or reliable eventually. If it doesn't shift, I'm going to have to go to good or reliable. Which does require me to whistle. And before anyone thinks, ooh, is he any good at whistling? Nope. Nope. I'm about as good at whistling as I am at singing. So that should give you a rough idea of what to expect. Because, well, you've heard me sing, and I can't sing, can I? It doesn't stop me trying, but I know... What is up with you? Cat's having a proper go. She is not happy with me. Oh, with Sparkle's one of us. She's not happy with one of us. I'm going to say Sparkles because Sparkles isn't down here for cuddles. And the cat likes cuddles. Most cats like cuddles. Man stood on bass. You're the voice of an angel, but you can't whistle. Well, my usual one is the Harry Potter theme to get things out of my head. So that's what may be coming in a moment, which is the... And just a little round of that gets most songs out of my head. Because I have to concentrate to whistle on that even though I like the tune. It doesn't get stuck in my head because of that. Which is good. But it also drives everything bloody else out of me. Yeah. Ow, your ears. Hello, Max. Hello. Yeah. Very brief whistling. I had to get a song out of my head, and that's the only way I can get a song out of my head. So it's gone now, so we're okay. No more whistling. Your ears should be safe. Duel of Fates. Oh, Duel of Fates. I can't whistle Duel of Fates though, and I certainly can't sing it. That is a bit of an epic piece. An epic piece. But you could say the same with One Winged Angel. Similar thing. Just an absolutely stonking good piece of music. Done for a very, very, very nice climactic battle. I just don't know the words for it, so it's a da dum bum 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 ba da dum bum 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 ba da dum dun 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 dun, and it goes on weird. It goes on really weird. Now I've got to hold these arms, make sure that it stays there. Dirty thing. Dun, 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 dun. You stop whinging at me. You can't get on my knee because I'm sat on my chair. So lie down on the settee and get yourself comfy. Yes, yes, he was. Oh no, he did the Kirk and Spock thing. The where Kirk and Spock have the duel, and Spock goes into that state of mind where he's got to attack Kirk, but he had to because otherwise it wouldn't have worked. But no, he nicks that piece of music. Although that is funny because they essentially have the duel. So that's another bit that works quite well. I've not seen Cable Guy in years. It's one of the films I always forget about for Jim Carrey. It's one of his weird roles. Yeah, and people can say yes, I know he has had a few weird roles, but no, that's definitely one of his weirder roles. Plays a complete nutcase. Skyrim theme is I don't get Skyrim in my head much because I turned the music off on Skyrim when I was playing it, just so I could hear the dragons. If you can't hear the dragons come and get you. I also played Skyrim to the point where if I saw a bird's shadow in the street, I thought it was a dragon and got worried. So I definitely played Skyrim way too much. In the early days, I mean, he's been going... Skyrim's an old game now and he's still getting remastered and re-released and all sorts of other stuff. But it was a good game. See, I can't listen to audiobooks and stuff while I'm doing this, 'cause I get distracted and then just listening to the audiobook or the music and forgetting what I'm doing with the actual model. Which is why I do it this way. Camera is a very, very, very good motivational tool. People talking in chat is an even better motivational tool. The best way to keep me on longer is if I've got an active chat that's going and going and going, I find it easy to stay on longer. If I have an inactive chat, that's when it becomes difficult, because essentially then I'm talking to myself. At least now I can pretend that some of yous are listening. Yeah, it's just part of the features of Fallout. Clip through floors, respawn ammo in places where ammo's not supposed to hit, shoot through an armor to shoot the power pack behind it with a 100% accuracy using the weird bloody system that Fallout has. I've never worked out quite how that's managed to work, because I think it was Fallout 3 where you had... Give me one moment, I'm going to go make a kebab. What do you want? Come on then. Really? All that because you had 3/4 of a bowl of food and you wanted a full one. Cats are asses. Night, Northern. Night, mate. We will start our next trip out to Element Games. Keeping it in the point where if anyone else wants to come and join us as well, that's doable. If you want to meet up with us, we can work something out. Alright, so I've got 2 more sword guys and 1 more axe guy to go. You're always listening to me. Thank you very much, Fargrim. Thank you. I just can't do it myself. But then again, you've heard me when I have my headphones on and I have to listen to myself. That doesn't work, does it? Right, so now we're on to model number 12, which is 51 and 52. Oh, right, wait. 51, then you glue 52 in, which is a leg, and then you glue the back. Yeah, let's change it for just this one model. Why not? All the rest have gone torso, torso, leg, leg, arm, arm, pad, pad, back, head. Huh? This way, all the others have gone so far. This one, no. Front torso, leg, back torso. Somebody was drinking on the job this day. I'm just putting it out there. Somebody was drinking on the job. Definitely getting toasted up, weren't they? So now I need to snip that little bit of nubbly gubbly bit off there. That bit, you see that bit there? Oh, but it's gone. Gone. Get rid. Bugger off. Don't want you. Off my goddamn model, you piece of nubbin. Gubbin. Nuffy stuff. Then we want glue on there. Then we want to turn the body over. And then we want to glue that in there. And that gets us one leg. Right. Then we want 53, which is his back. Then I'm gonna guessing it's 54 for his leg. I'm gonna guess it's 54. I've not turned the page yet to find out. But you know, thinking about it logically, it would be 54 next. Remembering we're putting together a Games Workshop sprue, it could be 116 that's next. So we're not going to assume, we're going to turn the page and actually get the right number. If they even give us the right number. If it's anything like hash out, where you have to decipher the numbers because they put them on wrong, then we might be here for a while trying to figure out. Hopefully Games Workshop can at least get their own bloody numbers and their own directions right. Yeah, it is 54, then 55, then 56. 54, 55, 56. That was nice and easy. You would imagine it would be the amount of bits that I've now snipped off them. There's not many left on the actual sprues themselves. Most of it's always all gone now. So you would imagine it gets easier at this point. Nope. It does not, for some reason, get easier at this point. Oh, you can bugger off. You've got food, you've got water. I went to let you out and you ran away. So, cat, you can go and bugger off. Yeah, you heard me. Bugger off. No, the guy with the gap on his belt, I ended up losing his leg and had to give him a different body. This one does though have chains on his... No, is it this one? No, the next one has chains on his leg. The next one. 55, 56. And then... Oh, he has a flat... He has a flat shoulder pad. And a curved shoulder pad. Oops. I missed a snip. I missed a snip. So the chains was supposed to be on the guy that I end up having to go replace. So the chains should have gone on him, but obviously now he's got the... What was the Black Legion. Body set. Do 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 be do. Do do doom 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 dee dee doom do 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 doom dum bum ba da ding dum 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 ba 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 dum doom 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 do ba ba bum ba da da dun 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 da da dum bum bum ba 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 dun dun da 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 dun 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 dun. You can sod off. No, piss off. I give you what you wanted. I give you the options for more than what you wanted. You snubbed me in the face. You turned your back on me, and you didn't want it. So don't come whinging for stuff like that now, because it's not happening. You hear me, kitty? Ain't not happening. I need to give a sword guy a plasma gun. A plasma pistol, even. Keep forgetting about that. No! Don't start arguing with me. Every time we argue, you lose. So, let's not go down that road, eh? No, we're not going down that road. I'm not arguing with a cat. Well, apparently I am arguing with a cat. But I'm going to stop arguing with my cat now. One, two, three. I'm missing a backpack. I'm missing a backpack. There's 3 on there. There's no more on there. And there's no more on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. I know why I've got an extra base. I was counting the bases to try and figure this out. And he come with his own base. So, no, I do have the correct amount of backpacks. I do have the correct amount of backpacks. So I will prime these and dry brush them off camera and get them ready for painting on camera. Now, priming is spraying it black. You can have 3? Yeah, but they changed that a lot and I don't count the set. How can you have 3? I thought you could only have 2. 1 in every 5 can have, and 1 in every 5 can have. So that's 2. Unless this Sergeant-ish model gets to have 1 as well. I mean, that would make 3 then. But I'm quite happy with 2 in each unit. Which means if I do put some more in, I can stick them into the other unit instead. Because I should have a couple of spares. Start chopping off bolt pistols and putting on plasma pistols instead. In the other unit that doesn't have all the corn helmets. He's proper stomping towards you, him. Raw, raw, raw. He is a stompy man. Well, technically he's not a man anymore, is he? He's a genetic freak. But he's still a stompy genetic freak. Right, so the next one that has a sword has to have a plasma pistol. Which is it 13? Who gets the sword? Yeah, Sergeant gets one, right, okay. "13 gets the axe." So 14's getting the plasma pistol and the sword. 13's getting the axe. And 13 is 57-58, which means it's going to be on this side. Cat, if I've gone to let you out and you've not done anything, and you're going to be in trouble. Just so you know. So Sergeant gets one. In that case, I just need to signify a sergeant, and I can go, he's got one as well. That's not too bad. Proxying, as long as it's an easy proxy, is fine. It just means he needs a big daft backpack. Or an actual plasma pistol. Big daft backpack will be better though. Makes him stand out easier. Well, as long as he's got a pistol in his hand. It can be any pistol. Because I'm not playing in official tournaments where every model has to have the exact weapon that you've priced for on your stat sheet, despite the fact that you bought that unit 6 years ago and built it differently because the rules were different than 2 editions since. But they've decided you can't do that now, so that army that you've been running for 2 years or 6 years or however long you've been running it is now obsolete because they've just decided, no, we're changing rules. You greasy little... Right, what do I want now? I want 59 and 60. 59 and 60. There you go. Have I got any tyranny? I don't think I've got any NIDs left to paint. Oh no, I do. I do have NIDs left to paint. I have warriors. I have Tyranid primes to convert into warriors. And then I have those to paint. And then I also think I still have a couple of Von Ryan's Leapers left to go through. And a Ripper Swarm base to sort out. Jeff. Hello, Jeff. We are building World Eaters. Not exactly Jesus' favourite friends. In fact, quite possibly the opposite. But we need something for the Space Marines to go against, and the Imperial Guard to go against, and the forces of humanity to defend against. So this is my Chaos faction. I have 3 Xenos factions though. 3 Xenos. We have the Tyranids, we have the Ox, and we have the Eldari. Oh, Eldari. Oh, yes, Eldari. They go, go, go. Oh, I need 62. And 61. What the bloody hell, 61? Oh, 61's a gun holster. Not so welcome in, Jeff. We have finishing touches on a unit of World Eaters. Last couple of models to do. And then that's the full 10-man squad done. And that'll give us 30 in total. Which is plenty. Ooh, darling, it happens so fast. Ooh, darling. So is that supposed to go over there? Or is that supposed to go on there? I think that's supposed to go on there as opposed to that going over that. So we're going to glue this on. Hopefully the right place. At least in general right area would be good. If we get it in general right area, I'll be happy. Even though I know that there's like grooves and stuff for it to... How high up is it supposed to go? not actually supposed to go that high up, is it? It's supposed to go about there. Okay. And then we put a blob of glue on the end of that. And then that goes that way around. That's a lot of gumph hanging off his side, isn't it? It's a lot of gumph hanging off his side. Alright, now you're Axie Man, aren't you? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Big one, big one. Small axe. Next one, small sword. We're working through number 13 at the moment. I know there's technically only 10 models, but I'm working through model number 13 as it's listed in here because it gives us different variations to put in. So now we can. Ooh, a lot of notifications. My phone must be going beep 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 a lot. Now hold it on base because he's got like the smallest possible connection point. Welcome back, Hal. Welcome back. Got a really small connection point on this one. Just the toes of the back foot. Do not make it easy to get a balanced model. Then from there it's 63, 64. Which are right there next to each other. How good is that? How good is that? No worries, no worries out. You got more of a hectic time than me at the minute, man. Alright. Everyone in my house is in bed though at the moment, so it shouldn't be that hectic for me. Go back a few hours. Yeah, there was noise everywhere in the room. I think I tried doing a small recording of a license plate for Northern earlier, and Mini Laz was in the background. But he spotted a license plate with the word ARC on it. He had to send it to me, and then obviously I had to read it out in ARC voice. Although I'm going to have to practice because my ARC voice is slipping. I've not got as much of that cool thing going on anymore. It's got to have a look. Yeah. So I dropped a lot of the gravelly gruffness to it, and I realised no, it doesn't work without that. You need the gravelly gruffness. Or at least I do, anyway. If there is anyone who is new here today, this is the first time you've come, please hit the like, subscribe to the YouTube stuff if you wish. Or if you do subscribe, Mondays and Thursdays are my regular times. And Wednesdays, if I can. Usually, if I can on a Wednesday, it'll be works in progress, so it'll be trying to catch up on things. Mondays, similar, but it's more regular and planned. And Thursdays is my day, my project day. So if I've got a big project, Thursday is the day that I work on that. So in this case, it is the Arc Rock stage that I'll be working on Thursday. So that will be the actual arcs or building the Gretchen, because I need my desk clear for Friday. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, so I'm still on target. I'm still on target. Yeah, I need my desk clear for Friday, so I will not be bringing the arc stage out and trying to flood my desk with stuff like that. Nor will I be trying to do the LEDs because they take up a lot of room and I need a lot of space to do it. So that'll probably be next week. I'll just work on painting this week. Right, he needs an head and he needs a backpack. I have him in head, I've got him in head. Mr. Ed. And pretty much everything else is on this sprue, so I'm okay for that. I need a backpack. And because I like to have 5 of each, so eventually I can turn around and go, note there's 10 axes in that one, 10 swords in that one. Both have big ones. That's what I want to be able to do with it. But this fella has A, fallen on his bloody face, which isn't good. No, let's pop his head in. So even though Northern told me I can put 3 plasma pistols in here, I'm sticking with the 2, just in case rules change. I'm just going to have to try and make someone a commander. Someone who looks more commander-esque, but doesn't already have a plasma pistol in his hand. So he's out, for instance. He could get the commander backpack thing on him. Or possibly him. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably better off giving it to the guy who I've already done black. Where is he? There he is. Give it to him. He's not running forward as much. So I'm going to stick a something. a something on his backpack to make him all sergeant-y. Which is this little icon here. I suppose technically it would classify as a chaos icon as well for rules purposes. Again, if they chop and change rules so that different things are allowed different amounts. Just being able to differentiate them all. So 5 completely individual models within the set is always a good thing. Yep, there we go. So set of 10, 5 individuals can absolutely just proxy the models over. So Sergeant has a plasma pistol. How do you know which one's the Sergeant? One with a big banner. Thank you very much, Jeff. I've had that done. I've had that said a couple of times. I've tried advertising for it, but it's just not out there. So you've got to kind of have a bit of an interest in the hobby as well, just in general. And then if my voice does happen to be ASMR for you, then that is absolutely brilliant. Please log in each week when you're tired, pop me on the headphones, we'll chat away. Problem is, sometimes I do get a little loud and make strange noises, but not all the time. Just sometimes. But again, if you wish to subscribe, which I'm assuming that might have been, no, that was Max. Thank you, Max. It's slow on telling me how many subscribers and who's subscribing when. So now we're up to the last one, which is number 14, which is 65 and 66. So it's going to be predominantly this section over here. Predominantly. A few shoulder pads, so I need to go find a plasma pistol from somewhere. But the rest of it's all over here. And it's the last one. It's the last one. If I can do it in 10 minutes, it means the streams took 3 hours to build 10 guys. 3 hours to build 10 guys. I'm blaming it on the fact that I don't shut up. That's what I'm blaming on. Now, sometimes, me talking is I'm talking to you. Most of the time, I'm talking hoping you're listening. So I may not necessarily be talking to one of you specifically. I'm just hoping one of you is listening. And then I carry on from that. Knowing that these people in there though does help. Know that some of you is in the chat, typing, having fun, at least enjoying what's happening on the screen, even if it's just relaxing. Or you're thinking, no, this guy's a weirdo, I can get him to sing weird songs in art voices, I'm going to try and give him ideas. Or somewhere in between. I don't know if there is an in between, to be quite honest. But yeah, somewhere in between. It's a weird. I'm a weird one. This is the best way I can put it. I'm a weird one. 67. Now this looks like crotch. This is just a crotch. 67 there. It's just a crotch with a crotch cloth. Don't understand the fascination with crotch cloths. It's not like it's armour. A lot of them just use cloth. It's relaxing. Oh, wait till I get stressed with something. Then it's not as relaxing. Then it becomes more comedy. As I get more and more frustrated with a piece of plastic that just won't go where it needs to. Despite me shouting and trying to convince it as much as possible that it will go in there, but no, it won't. That one did though. That one was nice. And then the first thing I do is as I put it down, it pops back out again. It pops back out again. Well, of course it does. Why couldn't it just stay in place? Thank you. So 68 and 69, which are going to be two half legs. 68 and 69, both there. I'm actually doing well remembering pointing the pieces out tonight. I'm normally not this prompt with it. I have a feeling Evelyn's going to turn up very soon because I'm nearly finished. And if Evelyn's going to show up, Evelyn shows up when I'm nearly finished. 69 is the one that's going backwards. Right, okay, so do I have to snip any nubbins out? Yep, there's a bit of gubbin and nubbin in there still that we need to snip out, that big white bit. There's also, as I'm holding it, a spike. Right where I need to hold it. So that is obviously very comfortable. Very comfortable. Just like a slipper. With nails and tacks in it. Sorry, that came through a little bit bitter, that then, didn't it? So attach that leg onto there. And then, does this one need any nubbly cleaning up bits? Yep, just a tiny little bit behind the top of his knee guard. I can never remember the specifics of. Will I paint them? Yes. No worries, Twisted. No worries. Yes, I will be painting all these, Jeff. These are the. This is number 20 that I'm building, but I have painted 10 already. So no, this is number 20 and 30s that I've built, but I have painted the original 10 and the Terminators and a few of the other things that go in this with this army. So this is pretty much going to be the colour scheme for them. Very red and gold, with obviously ivory and stuff for the skulls. and nice green eyes. And as I said, I've got Terminators, which have got the purpley green swords. So these all started out that colour, and then obviously I've painted them up. The only one I didn't paint is this one. This one was the Secret Santa gift that got sent to me, and it's a leader unit, and I wasn't expecting to get him, and he's really good. Problem is, now he looks like that, and mine look like that. I've got some serious catching up to do, because he's done a better job than me. But the guy with the big arm sword, he leads all the big werebears into battle who have spikes and clubs and shields. So I will be painting them, I just need to put them together, which is taking a while. Where's my... There's my base. Right, you need 71 as your... In fact, no, it doesn't matter now, does it? Because it's just backpack, shoulders, head and sword and gun. So you're getting a plasma gun, whether you like it or not. Because I want at least 2 plasmas, even though I can supposedly take 3. I'm going to want 2 at least. So a plasma gun. And this guy has to have a sword. Now what swords have I got? Have I got any that look better than others? Well, to narrow it down, I have 2 swords left. I have that sword, which looks like a nice big bladey section there. And I have that sword, which is all serrated chain stuff, looks thinner. But that's for his left hand. Oh, they're all for his left hand. Oh, no. No, the right-handed. The right-handed, I'm going to go for one with a big blade on the end. I'm going to go with this one. That way I can leave a couple of axes for Lord Executioners. Executioner needs an axe. It's just right, isn't it? You don't get an Executioner coming up to you with like a halberd or a morning star or even a falchion. No, it's a great big hefty wielding axe. So you have to go for a hefty wielding axe. Oh, sorry. Grab hold of that, make it steady. So we've got arm, backpack, Carnite shoulder pad, World Eater shoulder pad, and a head. Now looking at all this, have I forgotten anything to go on his side? He's supposed to get a little bit of a gun holster thing on his side. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory. Hopefully that's me done with these for now. Now I've just got to glue it all into place. So start with feet. Put him on the base. Pardon me. Now that's one thing I've not decided how I'm doing yet, is basing these. Obviously Tyranids have the tea leaf base. Space Marines have all sorts of different bases because there's loads of them. So some have urban bases, some have the tea leaf bases, some have other bases. Like the big bear just has general wasteland, but ooh, deadly crown cover. Told you, just tea bags. Tea bags will do it. Empty them out. You'll be right. This one goes on the gun shoulder. Although I've got a feeling this is supposed to have a flat one. I think it's supposed to have a flat one anyway. The good thing is you can make it as you want. If you change your mind part way through, like I have just done now in that very second. So I'm just going to go find a flat shoulder pad because I should have a couple of those left. There we go. No worries, Twisted. Well, don't push yourself. You know what? I get concerned about you when you start getting in these conditions where you're pushing yourself and yeah. I mean, I've done it tonight, so I can't really criticise too much because I was strung up in bed till about 15 minutes before stream. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm on camera and you're the one who should be able to go get relaxed and chill now. But you're going to be sat in there making basing stuff. More basing stuff. To make me feel even more inadequate. About my jungle tea leaf basing, and you're going to make dead leaf basing. Oh, so you're using herbs. Fair enough. Mixed herbs as opposed to tea leaves. That's what I use for moss, but yeah, I can get it because I use it for moss, so I know it works. Right, so that's plasma gun with sword. Let's move this out of the way. And spare base, always good to have a spare base. You never know when you're going to need one of them. No worries and Twisted. Then I'm not going to keep you any longer because what I'm going to do now is just pull out the infantry that I've got for World Eaters because, well, Angry Ron is in a black box in the cupboard behind me underneath about another 6 boxes, so I can't get him out. So let's see how this is actually growing now. So we have he's plasma with axe, plasma with axe, bolt pistol with axe, bolt pistol with axe, leader with axe, and leader with axe, and he's also got a, so that one does actually have 3 plasma guns. And his big eviscerator. I should have another big eviscerator hand. Yeah, there we go. So there's the 2 big axes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I should have one more axe guy somewhere. See how I like how I plan this out. Yep, even petty bits of paper can work. Although I did try that with one of mine and it didn't quite work out well enough. And then we have 2 big eviscerate chainswords. We have a plasma pistol with him. So now I'm really hoping I do at least have one other plasma pistol in chainsword. Bolt pistol, bolt pistol, bolt pistol, bolt pistol, bolt pistol. That's not looking good, is it? Right, you're my last hope. Have you got a plasma pistol? No, you son of a bitch. So there's only 1 plasma pistol in the sword bunch, but there's 3 plasma pistols in. Right, okay. But we have a 10-man axe group. We have a 10-man. Oh no, you're a sword. You're an axe. There we go. Then we have 5-man terminators with the autocannon. got to have the auto cannon because they can't take a las cannon. One of them has a chain fist as well, mandatory. Where's the Muppet with the sword? Yeah, Muppet. Yeah, there's the Muppet with the sword. Right, there's the leader for the Terminators. And there's the last of the Terminators, that's good. Move the yellow. And move the blue wash. And the blue paint. And the bits that I'm not using at the moment because they're in the way. So, 5 Terminators. So far, 20 of those. But because I know I'm back here, I'm going to have to put some other things, such as my Proxy 8-bound, which are werebears from Rogues Den Hobbies, in case anyone's wondering where I've got these from. These are werebears from Rogues Den Hobbies. And they get led by the Slaughterbound. He's going to have to go that side, otherwise you can't see. Okay, so what else have we got left? Got Lord Executioner, as I said, very nice big axe. The Hell Brute, just to give me a bit of punch and a bit of anti-tank. And then the other 10-man squad of actual world eaters, the Berserkers. Now these are all going to be sword and pistol. One does have a plasma pistol, so I could throw him in the one that only has one at the minute. I think I might have to do some chopping and changing around on some guns in this set. Couple more guns in there because they have 3 now in the axes, but I just need to put 2 more in the swords. And of course the Lord Executioner, which needs his cape finishing off. But that is this week's, or this Wednesday's work, which is building up and finishing off the fact that I've now got 30 Khorne Berserkers. 30 Khorne Berserkers, 10 Terminators, 3 8-bounds led by a Slaughterbound, an angry Ron running at you. Basically, it's just a lot of angry bodies running at you with chainswords. That's all this is. Lot of angry bodies. Lot of angry bodies. Do like him though. Really do like him as a model. He's fantastic. I won't be getting any more of them though, because they only have 1 unit for them to lead. I may be getting more of these, but not the actual unit to lead them. So now let's manoeuvre these into the box so they're off my desk. And they're all together in the World Eaters section. Or the World Eaters box. There's not enough of them to warrant a full case at the moment, that's the problem. There's not even enough of them to actually warrant a chocolate tub either. Like Orcs and Eldar and Imperial Guard and stuff, they've got chocolate tubs because there's bloody loads of them. These, not so much. These, the entire army fits in that box. A lot of angst. A lot of angst. A lot of screaming and shouting as well. Lots of people with daddy issues going, he doesn't like me anymore. And then lots of blue ones pointing at him going, haha, no he doesn't. It's the Ultra Smurfs in case you were wondering. So that is tonight's stream done. 10 World Eater Berserkers, all wonderfully finished off and put together. As I said, I'll prime them over the weekend, get them ready for next week. Tomorrow though, I'm painting the orcs. I'm going to paint I've got the guitarist, the bassist, lead singer and drummer to finish. Finish painting those 4, and then I should be able to move on to my Gretchen, which I did have in a little box somewhere next to me a moment ago before I started looking for that Chaos Leg. Well, I've got the Gretchen to build just as roadies and things like that, and then we can start looking at mosh pits and big bundles of like cotton wool with arms and legs sticking out to make a big mosh pit. Yes, my ideas are getting out of control. My ideas are getting out of control. But thank you everybody who's come to see me tonight, and everybody who's liked, subscribed. If you want to come back again, please hit that notification button. It will let you know about half an hour before I go live, which is about as much time as I give myself notice. Until tomorrow though, please look after yourselves. Drive safe. See you then. I'm still on camera.